Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Pods. I'm Jennifer, and as always, I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Elizabeth. How are you today, Elizabeth?
I'm doing great, thank you. I'm especially excited about today's episode because we're diving into a fascinating topic, the meaning of colors. Colors are all around us, and they play a significant role in our daily lives, from the clothes we wear to the way we decorate our homes and even the brands we choose.
Absolutely, Elizabeth. Colors have the power to evoke emotions, convey messages, and influence our decisions. Today, we'll explore what different colors mean, how they impact our psychology and behavior, and how understanding these meanings can help us in various aspects of life, from personal choices to professional branding.
Yes, and before we dive in, I want to remind our listeners to subscribe to English Pods if you haven't already. Subscribing keeps you up to date with all our episodes, helping you improve your English skills week by week. And if you enjoy this episode, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. Your support helps our community grow.
We truly appreciate your support and always love hearing your feedback. Now, let's get started with today's topic, the meaning of colors. Elizabeth, why don't we begin by discussing why colors are so important and impactful?
That's a great starting point. Colors are much more than just visual elements. They are powerful symbols that carry different meanings across cultures and contexts. For example, the color red can symbolize passion and love, but it can also represent danger or warning. Understanding these meanings helps us interpret the world around us more effectively and use colors more intentionally.
Exactly. Colors can affect our moods, perceptions, and even our decisions. For instance, have you ever noticed how certain colors make you feel calm and relaxed, while others might make you feel more energetic or even anxious? This is because colors have psychological effects that can influence our emotions and behaviors in subtle yet powerful ways.
That's so true, Jennifer. And today we're going to explore some of the most common colors and their meanings. We'll look at how these colors are perceived in different cultures and contexts and how you can use this knowledge in your everyday life, whether it's choosing an outfit, designing a room, or creating a brand identity.
Absolutely. Let's start with one of the most powerful colors, red. Red is often associated with strong emotions like love, passion, and excitement. It's a color that grabs attention and is frequently used in marketing to stimulate urgency, like in sales or clearance signs. However, red can also signify danger or warning. Think of stop signs or fire trucks.
Yes, and in some cultures, red is considered a color of luck and prosperity. For example, in China, red is a very auspicious color often used in celebrations like weddings and the Lunar New Year. Seen as a color of joy and good fortune, which is quite different from its association with danger in Western cultures.
That's a great point, Elizabeth. Now, let's move on to blue, a color that is commonly associated with calmness, stability, and trust. Blue is often used in corporate branding because it conveys reliability and professionalism. It's also known to have a calming effect, which is why it's frequently used in spaces like hospitals or spas.
Exactly, Jennifer. Blue can also represent sadness or melancholy, as we see in phrases like feeling blue. It's interesting how the same color can have both positive and negative connotations depending on the context. And in many cultures, blue is considered a color that protects against evil spirits, which adds another layer to its meaning.
Very interesting. Let's talk about yellow next. Yellow is often associated with happiness, optimism, and warmth. It's a bright, cheerful color that can lift your mood and is often used to grab attention. However, too much yellow can be overwhelming and might evoke feelings of frustration or anger.
Yes, and in some cultures, yellow holds very specific meanings. In Japan, for instance, yellow represents courage and nobility. Meanwhile, in Western cultures, yellow can sometimes symbolize caution or cowardice, as in the term yellow-bellied. It's fascinating how colors can carry so many different meanings across the world.
It really is. Now, let's explore green, a color often associated with nature, growth, and renewal. Green is considered calming and refreshing and is frequently used to promote relaxation and balance. It's also a color that represents wealth and prosperity, especially in the context of finance.
Yes, green is also seen as a color of health and safety. For example, we often see green used in signs for first aid or emergency exits. But it can also have negative connotations like jealousy or inexperience, as in the phrase green with envy or a greenhorn.
That's a great observation, Elizabeth. Next up is purple, a color often associated with royalty, luxury, and spirituality. Historically, purple dye was expensive and rare, so it became linked with wealth and power. Today, it's often used in branding to convey a sense of creativity, wisdom, or exclusivity.
Yes, and purple also has strong spiritual connotations. It's often associated with introspection and imagination. In some cultures, it's linked with mourning or death, which shows how colors can carry different meanings depending on cultural perspectives.
Absolutely. Let's also touch on black and white, two colors with very distinct meanings. Black is often associated with sophistication, elegance, and formality, but it can also represent darkness, fear, or the unknown. In contrast, white is usually linked with purity, simplicity, and cleanliness, but it can also symbolize sterility or coldness.
Yes, in Western cultures, black is often worn at funerals and associated with mourning, while in some Eastern cultures, white is the color of mourning and death. Understanding these cultural differences is crucial, especially when communicating with people from diverse backgrounds.
Definitely. Now, before we go further, let's take a call from one of our listeners who wants to share their thoughts on the meaning of colors. Let's take the call. Hi there, you're on the air with Jennifer and Elizabeth. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Elizabeth. My name is Sarah, and I'm calling from Sydney, Australia. I love your podcast. I wanted to share how I use colors in my job as a graphic designer and how understanding color psychology has helped me create more effective designs.
Thanks for calling in. We're excited to hear your perspective. How do you use the meanings of colors in your design work?
Well, I often choose colors based on the emotions or messages a brand wants to convey. For example, I use blue for brands that want to appear trustworthy and professional, like financial institutions. For brands targeting a younger audience, I might use bright and vibrant colors like yellow or pink to convey energy and fun.
That makes so much sense, Sarah. Have you noticed any significant impact on how your designs are received based on your choice of colors?
Absolutely. Clients often tell me that the right color palette helped them connect better with their audience. It's amazing how much of an impact color can have on perception and branding. I always recommend that people consider the psychological and cultural meanings of colors when choosing a palette.
That's fantastic, Sarah. Thank you for sharing how you apply the meanings of colors in your work. It's a great example of how understanding color psychology can lead to more impactful communication.
Thank you, Jennifer and Elizabeth. I'm glad I could share my experience. Keep up the great work with the podcast.
Thanks so much, Sarah. We appreciate you calling in.
Take care, Sarah.
What an insightful call. It's always wonderful to hear how understanding colors can make such a difference, especially in creative fields like graphic design.
Absolutely. Sarah's experience reminds us that colors are not just about aesthetics. They're a powerful tool for communication and connection.
Exactly. As we begin to wrap up today's episode, let's recap some of the key points we've discussed. We explored the meanings of several common colors, like red, blue, yellow, green, purple, black, and white, and how they can evoke different emotions and messages.
We also talked about how cultural differences influence the meanings of colors, and we shared practical examples of how understanding color psychology can help in various contexts, from personal choices to professional branding. And, of course, we heard from Sarah, who shared how she uses color meaning in her design work.
It's clear that understanding the meaning of colors can enrich our lives and enhance how we communicate and connect with others. Whether you're choosing what to wear, decorating a space, or building a brand, being mindful of colors can help you make more intentional and impactful choices.
We hope this discussion has inspired you to look at colors in a new way and think about their significance in your daily life. Remember, color is not just visual, it's emotional, cultural, and deeply personal.
Before we go, We want to remind you to subscribe to English Pods if you haven't already. By subscribing, you'll stay connected with us and continue receiving valuable content to support your English learning journey.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please like and share it with anyone who might find it interesting. Your support helps us reach more listeners and grow our community.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Keep exploring, stay curious, and remember that every color tells a story.
We'll see you in the next episode. Take care and enjoy the colors around you.
Bye for now.